Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin with this simple truth. You are not ordinary. You were designed with a purpose, built with value, and endowed with unique gifts. But here's the reality. There are people in your life who may not see the treasure you hold. There are individuals who, through neglect or lack of understanding, fail to recognize your worth. So what do you do when someone undervalues you, when someone walks away thinking they can replace you? You don't argue, you don't beg, and you certainly don't chase. No, you rise. You rise so high in your growth, your success, and your purpose that their decision to leave becomes the greatest regret of their lives. Let me tell you something. Regret isn't something you can force. You don't make people regret losing you by what you say to them. You make them regret by what you become. Your first focus should be you. When people walk away, it's not a loss, it's a lesson. Their departure is often a sign that something in you needs to evolve. Stop focusing on the pain of their absence and start investing in the power of your presence. Sharpen your skills, master your craft, and strengthen your mind. When you work on yourself daily, you create a version of yourself so strong, so valuable, that the person who left will look back and realize they let go of something irreplaceable. But remember, you're not doing this for revenge, you're doing it for you. Every person on this planet was created with a purpose, and when you align with that purpose, your life becomes unstoppable. People regret losing you not because of what you did for them, but because of who you are becoming. Your purpose is the key to unlocking your potential. The more you pursue it, the more you evolve into the person you were meant to be. And let me tell you, when you walk in your purpose, your presence will command respect, even from those who didn't appreciate it before. Now, here's a critical step. Don't let the loss make you bitter. When someone leaves, there's a temptation to become angry, to lash out, or to sink into self-pity. But that's not your path. You don't rise by being consumed by negativity. You rise by staying focused, disciplined, and emotionally strong. Show grace. Show maturity. Let your silence speak volumes. When you refuse to react emotionally, you not only preserve your dignity, you elevate yourself above the noise. You don't need to announce your success. You don't need to remind them of your value. People will see it when the fruits of your labor start to show. Growth is loud. Excellence is undeniable. Success doesn't need a microphone. It commands attention all on its own. And when they see the person you've become, the strength you've gained, the peace you've cultivated, and the success you've achieved, they will realize what they lost. Here's the ultimate lesson. Your value doesn't diminish because someone failed to see it. Their inability to recognize your worth is not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. You were never meant to beg for love, attention, or appreciation. The people who truly see your worth will honor it. And the ones who don't, they'll regret it, but by then you'll have moved on to better things. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. Holding on to resentment only keeps you tied to the person who hurt you. Forgive them, but never forget the lessons they taught you. Use that experience as fuel to build a life so fulfilling that their absence feels like a blessing in disguise. So how do you make them regret losing you? By becoming the person you were always meant to be. By focusing on your growth, walking in your purpose, and refusing to let their departure define you. Regret is not your concern, it's their consequence. Your concern is your future, your joy, and your potential. Let them see you soar, not because you wanted revenge, but because you chose greatness. And remember this, losing you was not your loss, it was theirs. Rise so high that their regret can never reach you. To work on yourself relentlessly is to embrace the mindset that you are a lifelong project constantly under construction. It means refusing to settle for mediocrity, refusing to remain stagnant, and choosing to evolve each day. It is the realization that growth is not an event, but a process, a deliberate, disciplined journey of becoming the person you were created to be. Working on yourself relentlessly begins with the acknowledgement that you are not yet at your peak, that there is more within you than the world currently sees. This is a mindset of humility, but also of hunger. It is to accept that while you may have achieved much, there is still an untapped reservoir of potential waiting to be unearthed. When you commit to working on yourself, you are declaring that the past does not define you and the present is not enough to contain you. Every experience, whether painful or joyous, becomes raw material for your growth. You refuse to let your setbacks limit you. Instead, you mine them for lessons. You refuse to let your triumphs make you complacent. Instead, you use them as motivation to aim higher. Working on yourself relentlessly is about taking responsibility for your life. It is about saying, I am the author of my story and I will not leave my future to chance. It requires discipline. There is no substitute for consistency when it comes to personal growth. You cannot grow by working on yourself sporadically or only when it is convenient. Growth demands daily effort, small intentional steps that accumulate into significant transformation. This discipline is not always glamorous. It often means doing what others are unwilling to do, whether it's waking up early to develop new skills, staying up late to reflect on your goals, or making sacrifices that others might not understand. But the reward of discipline is undeniable. Every day you commit to your growth, you move closer to your potential, and that momentum builds a future that others can only dream of. To work on yourself relentlessly is to embrace discomfort. Growth is never found within the confines of comfort zones. It demands that you step into unfamiliar territory, that you take risks, and that you challenge yourself in ways that make you uncomfortable. It is in the discomfort of failure, uncertainty, and even fear that growth takes root. When you push yourself to do the things you once thought impossible, you shatter the mental barriers that have held you back. Discomfort becomes your ally, for it reminds you that you are evolving. At the heart of relentless self-improvement is the willingness to learn. Working on yourself requires that you remain a student of life, always seeking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. This is not limited to formal education. It is about being curious, about asking questions, and about being open to new perspectives. Every book you read, every conversation you have, and every challenge you face becomes a classroom. The greatest leaders and achievers in the world are lifelong learners because they understand that growth requires continual input. They seek mentors, they invest in education, and they surround themselves with people who challenge them to think differently. Working on yourself relentlessly also requires self-awareness. You cannot grow if you do not know where you need to improve. This means taking an honest look at yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, habits, and patterns. It requires humility to acknowledge areas where you fall short and the courage to address them. Self-awareness is not about self-criticism, it is about self-discovery. When you are honest with yourself, you unlock the ability to make intentional changes. You begin to see yourself not as a finished product, but as a work in progress. When you are committed to working on yourself, you set goals that stretch you. These are not goals that simply maintain the status quo. They are goals that push you to grow in every area of your life, professionally, personally, emotionally, and spiritually. These goals are not just about what you want to achieve. They are about who you want to become. Each goal becomes a step on the ladder to your potential, and every time you reach one, you set your sights on the next. Working on yourself relentlessly means paying attention to the details of your life. It means managing your time wisely, because time is the most valuable resource you have. You understand that every moment you spend is an investment in your future, and you use it intentionally. This might mean cutting out distractions, whether they are unproductive habits, toxic relationships, or negative environments. It might mean prioritizing the things that truly matter, like health, family, and purpose. Whatever it takes, you organize your life in a way that supports your growth. Relentless self-improvement also demands resilience. The journey of growth is not a straight line. It is filled with setbacks, failures, and obstacles. There will be days when the progress seems slow, when the results are not visible, and when the results are not visible, and when the effort feels overwhelming. But working on yourself means persisting through those moments. It means reminding yourself that growth is a process, not an event. Every step, no matter how small, is moving you closer to your potential. Resilience is the ability to keep going even when it's hard, to believe in yourself even when others doubt you, and to rise every time you fall. To work on yourself relentlessly is to surround yourself with the right influences. You become a reflection of the people you spend the most time with, so you choose your circle carefully. You seek out individuals who inspire you, challenge you, and hold you accountable. You distance yourself from negativity, from those who drain your energy or discourage your dreams. Instead, you align yourself with those who share your vision for growth. These relationships become a source of strength, encouragement, and wisdom. Part of working on yourself is taking care of your body. Your physical health is the foundation of your ability to grow. When you prioritize exercise, nutrition, and rest, you are giving yourself the energy and focus needed to pursue your goals. A healthy body supports a healthy mind, and together they create the conditions for success. This is not about vanity, it is about stewardship. Your body is a gift, and when you care for it, you honor that gift. Another critical aspect of relentless self-improvement is your mindset. The way you think determines the way you live. A growth mindset sees challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and success as a journey. It rejects the idea that abilities are fixed and embraces the belief that you can always improve. When you cultivate a positive, growth-oriented mindset, you unlock the power to overcome obstacles and achieve the impossible. To work on yourself relentlessly is to embrace discipline in every area of your life. This includes how you speak, how you think, and how you act. Discipline means saying no to short-term temptations in favor of long-term growth. It means holding yourself to a higher standard even when no one is watching. It means being consistent in your habits, because it is your habits that shape your future. Finally, working on yourself relentlessly is about taking action. Growth does not happen through wishful thinking or idle dreaming. It happens when you take deliberate steps toward your goals every single day. It is about showing up, putting in the work, and staying committed even when the progress is slow. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be, and the more consistent your actions, the stronger that bridge becomes. When you work on yourself relentlessly, you are making an investment in your future. Every effort, every sacrifice, and every moment of discipline compounds over time, creating a life that is richer, fuller, and more impactful than you ever imagined. Growth is not easy, but it is always worth it. When you commit to this path, you will discover a strength within you that you never knew existed, and you will inspire others to do the same. Staying committed to your purpose is one of the most powerful decisions you can make in life. It is the foundation upon which fulfillment, success, and impact are built. Purpose is not just a goal or a dream. It is the essence of who you are and what you are meant to contribute to the world. To commit to your purpose means to align every action, decision, and thought with that deeper calling that resonates within you. It is to declare that your life will not be shaped by external circumstances or fleeting desires, but by a higher sense of meaning that fuels your journey every single day. Commitment to purpose is not something that happens once. It is a continuous act of dedication that must be renewed in every moment. Purpose gives direction to life. Without it, you are like a ship lost at sea, drifting aimlessly and at the mercy of the winds and waves. But when you are committed to your purpose, you have a clear compass that guides your choices no matter how turbulent life becomes. This commitment keeps you anchored in the midst of distractions, challenges, and uncertainty. It allows you to see beyond the immediate and focus on the long-term vision that fuels your soul. It reminds you why you started, even when the path becomes difficult or the rewards seem distant. Purpose provides a sense of clarity that cuts through confusion, helping you prioritize what truly matters and discard what doesn't align with your ultimate goal. Staying committed to your purpose requires discipline. Purpose is not achieved through wishful thinking or momentary bursts of effort. It demands consistency, patience, and resilience. And resilience, it means showing up every day and doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. It means embracing the process, understanding that success is not instant and that greatness is built brick by brick. Discipline ensures that your actions align with your intentions. It keeps you focused, reminding you that every small effort contributes to a larger vision. Discipline is what sustains you when motivation fades, and it transforms commitment from a fleeting emotion into a lifelong practice. The path of purpose is rarely easy. It is filled with obstacles, failures, and moments of doubt. There will be times when the challenges seem insurmountable, when progress feels slow, and when others question your vision. In these moments, staying committed to your purpose becomes an act of courage. It requires you to push through the discomfort, to rise after every fall, and to keep moving forward even when the way ahead is unclear. Challenges are not meant to deter you, they are meant to strengthen you. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to reaffirm your commitment. Purpose is not just about the destination, it is about who you become along the journey. Staying committed to your purpose means silencing the noise of the world and listening to the voice within. Society will always have opinions about what you should do, who you should be, and how you should live. But purpose is deeply personal. It is not defined by external expectations or comparisons. It is not about impressing others or chasing superficial success. True purpose comes from within, and staying committed to it means having the confidence to trust yourself even when others don't understand your choices. It means being willing to walk alone if necessary, knowing that your path is unique and that no one else can walk it for you. Commitment to purpose also requires vision. You must be able to see beyond the present and imagine the future you are working toward. Vision gives you hope in times of struggle and direction in times of uncertainty. It reminds you of the impact you want to make and the legacy you want to leave. Vision is what fuels your passion and keeps your purpose alive. But vision alone is not enough. It must be paired with action. Staying committed means translating your vision into concrete steps and pursuing them with determination. It means being proactive, taking responsibility for your journey, and refusing to wait for opportunities to come to you. To stay committed to your purpose, you must guard your mind against doubt and negativity. The mind is a powerful tool, but it can also be your greatest obstacle if not managed wisely. Fear, self-doubt, and insecurity will inevitably try to undermine your commitment. They will whisper that you're not good enough, that the goal is too big, or that the effort is not worth it. Staying committed means recognizing these thoughts for what they are, temporary and untrue, and refusing to let them dictate your actions. It means cultivating a mindset of resilience, optimism, and self-belief. When you stay focused on your purpose, you build mental strength that allows you to overcome any challenge. Staying committed to your purpose also requires adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and the path to your purpose will not always be straight or clear. There will be detours, delays, and unexpected changes. Commitment does not mean rigidly clinging to a specific plan. It means staying true to your ultimate goal while being flexible in your approach. It means adjusting to new circumstances without losing sight of your vision. Adaptability allows you to see obstacles as opportunities, to pivot when necessary, and to keep moving forward no matter what. It is not a sign of weakness but of wisdom, for it ensures that your commitment remains strong even in the face of change. Staying committed to your purpose means making sacrifices. Purpose requires time, energy, and focus, and pursuing it often means letting go of things that do not align with your vision. This might mean sacrificing comfort, leisure, or even relationships that hinder your growth. It might mean saying no to short-term pleasures in favor of long-term fulfillment. Sacrifice is not easy, but it is necessary. It is a declaration that your purpose is worth more than anything else, that you are willing to give up what is good for what is great. The beauty of sacrifice is that it refines you, sharpening your focus and deepening your commitment. When you stay committed to your purpose, you inspire others. Purpose is contagious. When people see your dedication, they are motivated to pursue their own. Your commitment becomes a source of hope, a reminder that it is possible to live a life of meaning and impact. By staying true to your purpose, you create a ripple effect that touches everyone around you. You show others what is possible when you refuse to give up, when you choose purpose over fear, and when you remain steadfast in the face of adversity. Commitment to purpose is not just about your own growth, it is about the impact you make on the world. Staying committed to your purpose means finding joy in the journey. Purpose is not a destination, it is a way of life. While achieving your goals is important, the true fulfillment comes from living each day in alignment with your values and vision. Commitment allows you to find meaning in the process, to celebrate small victories, and to appreciate the lessons along the way. It reminds you that purpose is not about perfection, but about progress. When you stay committed, you find a deeper sense of peace and satisfaction that transcends external achievements. Commitment to purpose requires faith. There will be moments when the path ahead is unclear, when progress seems invisible, and when doubts begin to creep in. In these moments, staying committed means trusting the process and believing that your efforts will bear fruit in time. Faith is the anchor that keeps you grounded, the light that guides you through the darkness, and the fuel that keeps you moving forward. It is not blind optimism, it is the confidence that comes from knowing you are aligned with something greater than yourself. To stay committed to your purpose is to honor your potential. It is a recognition that you were created for a reason, that your life has meaning, and that you have something valuable to offer the world. It is an acknowledgement that your time on this earth is limited and that every moment counts. Commitment is not about striving for success as the world defines. It is about becoming the person you were meant to be and making the contribution only you can make. It is a choice to live fully, to give your best, and to leave a legacy that will endure. Mastering emotional control is one of the most significant and transformative skills you can cultivate in your lifetime. Emotions are a natural and integral part of being human, but without mastery over them, they can govern your actions, cloud your judgment, and sabotage your progress. Emotional control is not about suppressing or ignoring how you feel. Rather, it is about understanding, managing, and directing your emotions in a way that serves your higher purpose and aligns with your goals. It requires self-awareness, discipline, and intentionality. It means responding to life with wisdom and balance instead of reacting impulsively. When you master emotional control, you gain the ability to navigate life with clarity, resilience, and inner peace, no matter what challenges arise. Emotions are powerful forces that influence every aspect of your life. They shape your thoughts, decisions, relationships, and overall sense of well-being. They can motivate you to take bold action or paralyze you with fear. They can deepen your connections with others or create unnecessary conflict. To master emotional control, you must first recognize the profound impact emotions have on your behavior and outcomes. Every emotion you experience, whether positive or negative, carries energy. That energy can either propel you forward or pull you backward, depending on how you handle it. Emotional control begins with acknowledging this power and taking responsibility for how you channel it. The key to mastering emotional control lies in self-awareness. You cannot manage what you do not understand. To take control of your emotions, you must first become deeply aware of them. This means paying attention to what you feel in the moment and identifying the triggers that evoke those feelings. It means examining the patterns in your emotional responses and recognizing how they influence your thoughts and actions. Self-awareness is not about judging your emotions as right or wrong, but about observing them with curiosity and compassion. When you are aware of your emotions, you can separate yourself from them and choose how to respond instead of being ruled by them. Emotional control requires a commitment to pause before reacting. In the heat of the moment, it is easy to let your emotions take over and drive your actions. Anger can lead to harsh words, fear can cause hesitation, and frustration can result in poor decisions. But when you master emotional control, you learn to create space between your emotions and your actions. You develop the ability to pause, reflect, and choose your response deliberately. This pause is where your power lies. It allows you to break free from automatic reactions and act in alignment with your values and purpose. It is in this space that you exercise true emotional mastery. Another essential aspect of emotional control is managing your thoughts. Emotions and thoughts are deeply interconnected. What you think directly influences how you feel, and how you feel affects the quality of your thoughts. Negative emotions often stem from negative or distorted thinking, such as assumptions, catastrophizing, or focusing on worst-case scenarios. To control your emotions, you must take control of your thought patterns. This means challenging negative or unproductive thoughts and replacing them with constructive, empowering ones. It means reframing situations to focus on opportunities instead of obstacles. By mastering your thoughts, you create a foundation for emotional balance and stability. So mastering emotional control also involves embracing discomfort. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and uncertainties that evoke a wide range of emotions. It is natural to want to avoid pain, frustration, or disappointment, but emotional control is not about escaping discomfort. It is about learning to navigate it with strength and grace. When you resist difficult emotions, they often intensify and linger. But when you allow yourself to feel them without judgment or resistance, you can process them and move forward. Emotional control means accepting that discomfort is a part of growth and using it as an opportunity to build resilience and deepen your understanding of yourself. One of the most powerful tools for mastering emotional control is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment. It helps you become aware of your emotions as they arise and creates the space for you to respond intentionally. Through mindfulness, you develop the ability to observe your emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. You learn to detach from emotional impulses and maintain a sense of inner calm, even in challenging situations. Mindfulness also enhances your ability to stay grounded in the present instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. This presence is a cornerstone of emotional mastery. Emotional control is not about suppressing positive emotions or denying yourself joy. On the contrary, it is about creating a deeper connection to positive emotions by cultivating gratitude, compassion, and optimism. When you master emotional control, you gain the ability to amplify the emotions that uplift and energize you while minimizing the impact of those that drain or hinder you. This means intentionally focusing on what you are grateful for, practicing kindness toward yourself and others, and choosing to see the silver lining in the difficult situations. By nurturing positive emotions, you create a foundation of emotional strength that supports your overall well-being. Another critical aspect of emotional control is setting boundaries. Emotions are often influenced by external factors such as the actions and words of others. To maintain control over your emotions, you must take responsibility for your emotional energy and protect it from unnecessary negativity or interference. This means setting clear boundaries in your relationships, environment, and daily habits. It means saying no to people, situations, or activities that do not align with your values or goals. Boundaries are not about shutting others out, but about creating a space where you can thrive emotionally. When you honor your boundaries, you empower yourself to remain in control of your emotions. Emotional control also requires a commitment to continuous growth. Mastering your emotions is not a one-time achievement, but an ongoing practice. There will be times when you lose control, when your wishes get the better of you, or when you face challenges that test your resilience. Emotional mastery is not about perfection, it is about progress. Each moment of emotional struggle is an opportunity to learn, grow, and strengthen your self-awareness. It is through these moments that you develop the skills and mindset needed to maintain control in the face of adversity. Resilience is a cornerstone of emotional control. Life is unpredictable and you cannot always prevent difficult or painful situations, but you can choose how you respond to them. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep moving forward despite challenges. It is the product of emotional control, self-awareness, and a growth mindset. When you master emotional control, you build the resilience needed to face life's ups and downs with confidence and grace. You learn to see challenges as opportunities for growth and to approach them with courage instead of fear. Forgiveness is another powerful aspect of emotional control. Holding on to anger, resentment, or bitterness can consume your emotional energy and prevent you from moving forward. Emotional mastery means letting go of grudges and choosing forgiveness, not for the sake of others, but for your own peace of mind. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful actions or forgetting the lessons learned. It means releasing the emotional weight that holds you back. When you forgive, you free yourself from the past and create space for healing, growth, and positive energy. Mastering emotional control also means taking care of your physical and mental health. Your emotional state is closely linked to your overall well-being. When you are physically healthy and mentally balanced, you are better equipped to manage your emotions. This means prioritizing self-care, such as getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, exercising regularly, and practicing relaxation techniques. It also means addressing stress, anxiety, or other mental health challenges through mindfulness therapy or support systems. Taking care of yourself is not a luxury, but a necessity for maintaining emotional control and living a purposeful life. Emotional control is not about isolating yourself from others or avoiding vulnerability. On the contrary, it is about building meaningful connections while maintaining your sense of self. When you master emotional control, you develop the ability to navigate relationships with empathy, compassion, and balance. You learn to communicate your feelings effectively, to listen without judgment, and to resolve conflicts constructively. Emotional mastery allows you to engage with others authentically while remaining true to your values and boundaries. It strengthens your relationships and enhances your ability to lead, influence, and inspire. To master emotional control, you must cultivate patience. Emotions can be intense and overwhelming, especially in moments of stress or uncertainty. Patience allows you to stay calm, composed, and focused in the midst of emotional turbulence. It gives you the strength to wait for clarity before acting, to trust the process instead of rushing to conclusions, and to persevere through difficult times. Patience is not passive. It is an active choice to remain grounded and intentional in the face of challenges. It is a sign of emotional maturity and a key element of emotional mastery. Mastering emotional control is a lifelong journey that requires practice, self-reflection, and dedication. It is about becoming the master of your inner world so that you can navigate the outer world with strength, wisdom, and purpose. Emotional control is not about suppressing who you are, but about unlocking your full potential by channeling your emotions in ways that align with your goals and values. It is the foundation for personal growth, meaningful relationships, and a life of fulfillment and impact. When you master emotional control, you take charge of your destiny and create a life that reflects your highest self. Growth is one of the most powerful and undeniable transformations you can experience. It's a process that often begins in silence, away from the eyes of others, where the seeds of change are planted through discipline, perseverance, and a willingness to become better. Growth isn't something you announce or demand recognition for. It isn't a parade or a public declaration. True growth speaks for itself through the way you carry yourself, the decisions you make, and the results you manifest in your life. When you commit to personal growth, you're not seeking the approval of others, you're seeking alignment with the highest version of yourself. And when you truly grow, the world will notice without you having to say a single word. The beauty of growth lies in its quiet nature. Real transformation happens when no one is watching. In the moments when you choose to show up for yourself, even when it's inconvenient or difficult. Growth is in the discipline to wake up early and work on your goals while others sleep. It's in the decision to stay focused on your priorities instead of being distracted by temporary pleasures. It's in the way you handle challenges with grace and perseverance, even when you feel like giving up. Growth is about building something within you that cannot be taken away. Something that doesn't require external validation because it is rooted in your own sense of purpose and integrity. When you grow, your energy changes. People may not immediately understand what's different about you, but they will feel it. Growth isn't just about external achievements or visible success. It's about the internal shifts that occur when you become more confident, more focused, and more intentional in your actions. It's in the way you speak with clarity and conviction, in the way you carry yourself with quiet confidence, and in the way you handle life's challenges with a sense of calm and resilience. These changes don't need to be announced because they are evident in everything you do. Your growth becomes your greatest testimony, a silent yet powerful statement of who you are becoming. Letting your growth speak for itself requires patience and humility. It's tempting to seek recognition for your efforts, to want others to notice how hard you're working or how much you've improved. But true growth isn't about proving anything to anyone. It's about becoming the person you were meant to be. When you focus on your journey and trust the process, the results will naturally speak louder than any words ever could. People will see the changes in your actions, your attitude, and your accomplishments. They will notice how you've evolved without you having to draw attention to it. Growth often begins with letting go of what no longer serves you. This can be one of the hardest parts of the journey because it requires you to confront habits, beliefs, and relationships that may have been a part of your life for years. But growth demands that you create space for something new. It requires you to release the fear, doubt, and negativity that hold you back and embrace the possibilities of what you can become. This process isn't always visible to others, but it's a crucial step in your transformation. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new, and that shift will eventually become evident in every aspect of your life. The path of growth is often a solitary one. While others may not understand your journey or support your choices, you must remain committed to your vision. Growth requires you to be your own source of motivation and to keep moving forward, even when it feels like no one is cheering you on. It's about developing the inner strength to keep going despite the challenges and setbacks you encounter. This quiet determination is what sets you apart and allows your growth to shine through without the need for explanation or validation. One of the most profound aspects of growth is how it impacts the way you respond to life. When you grow, you become less reactive and more intentional. You learn to pause before acting, to consider the bigger picture, and to make decisions that align with your values and goals. This shift in perspective is something others will notice. They will see how you handle conflicts with maturity, how you approach challenges with a sense of calm, and how you navigate life with a newfound sense of clarity and purpose. These changes may not be immediately obvious, but over time they will become undeniable. Growth is also reflected in the way you treat others. As you evolve, you develop a deeper sense of empathy, compassion, and understanding. You no longer feel the need to compete with or criticize others because you are secure in your own path. Instead, you focus on lifting others up, sharing your wisdom, and being a source of inspiration. This shift in attitude is one of the most powerful ways your growth speaks for itself. People will be drawn to your energy, not because of what you say or do, but because of who you are becoming. Letting your growth speak for itself also means being selective about where you direct your energy. As you grow, you realize the importance of protecting your time and attention. You learn to say no to distractions, negativity, and anything that doesn't align with your goals. This level of focus and discipline is something others will admire, even if they don't fully understand it. They will see how you prioritize what matters most and how you stay true to your vision, no matter what. This quiet commitment to your growth is a powerful statement in itself. True growth is sustainable because it is built on a foundation of consistency and integrity. It's not about quick fixes or temporary changes. It's about creating habits and practices that support your long-term development. This kind of growth takes time, but it is also the most rewarding. When you commit to the process and stay consistent in your efforts, the results will be lasting and undeniable. People will see the difference in how you live your life, and they will be inspired by your example. Your growth will become a source of motivation for others, showing them what is possible when you stay committed to your journey. As you grow, you may find that some people no longer resonate with you. This is a natural part of the process. Not everyone will understand or support your transformation, and that's okay. Growth often requires you to outgrow certain relationships, environments, and situations. It's not about abandoning others or looking down on them. It's about staying true to yourself and your path. When you let your growth speak for itself, you don't need to justify your choices or seek approval from anyone else. Your actions and results will make it clear that you are on a journey of self-improvement and purpose. One of the most rewarding aspects of growth is the sense of fulfillment and peace it brings. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, you begin to experience a deeper sense of alignment with your purpose. You no longer feel the need to chase external validation or compare yourself to others because you are secure in who you are and where you're going. This inner peace is something that radiates outward and becomes evident to those around you. People will notice the calm confidence you exude and the way you carry yourself with authenticity and grace. Growth is a continuous process, not a destination. There is always more to learn, more to improve, and more ways to evolve. When you embrace this mindset, you approach life with curiosity and openness. You see challenges as opportunities for growth and setbacks as lessons to be learned. This perspective is one of the most powerful ways your growth speaks for itself. It shows others that you are committed to lifelong learning and that you are always striving to become better. This attitude of growth and resilience is something that inspires and uplifts everyone you encounter. Letting your growth speak for itself requires you to stay focused on your journey and trust the process. It's about putting in the work day after day, even when it feels like no one is watching or acknowledging your efforts. It's about staying true to your values and vision, no matter what challenges or distractions come your way. And it's about believing in yourself and your potential, even when others doubt you. When you commit to this level of dedication and perseverance, your growth becomes undeniable. It becomes a testament to your character, your determination, and your purpose. In the end, your growth is not about what you say or how you present yourself to others. It's about who you become. It's about the way you live your life, the choices you make, and the impact you have on the world around you. When you let your growth speak for itself, you don't need to seek validation or recognition from anyone else. Your transformation becomes evident through your actions, your energy, and your results. It becomes a quiet yet powerful statement of who you are and the potential that lies within you.